Today we will learn how to carve a maxillary first molar on a wax block. So before start it on a wax block, I'll just show you the schematic representation how to start with the carving. This is how your first block is, right? This is what is the measurement is whatever is given in the book. We can take that measurement. So consider this is 1 centimeter length here of the crown, that is occluso-cervically. This part is an occlusal part, this part is an cervical part. So first take a measurement of the occlusal table. Then if you see it from the occlusal table, the first thing what you have to do, it is supposed to be a rectangular in shape. Okay, so this is rectangular shape. If we consider this is mesial surface, this is distal surface, this is buccal surface, and this is palatal surface. So now if you see block from the occlusal table, that's supposed to be a rhomboidal shape. Rhomboidal shape means two angles, opposite angles will be acute angles and two angles will be obtuse angle. Now remember, the mesiopalatal cusp is the largest cusp on the occlusal table. So this is mesial and palatal. So this will become a mesiopalatal side. So this is supposed to be obtuse angle. Okay. So if this is obtuse angle, so automatically opposite, diagonally opposite will be obtuse angle. So this becomes acute angle and this 2 becomes obtuse angle. So how that picture will be here? It will be like this. Right. So automatically this also becomes a rhomboidal in shape. So this is buccal surface, this is palatal, this is distal, and this is mesial surface. So what is your next step after this? Once you remove this wax, now see here, this becomes your acute and the obtuse angle. Okay, so this part is an extra. You remove this part. So the final outcome will be like this. So once you do this, what is supposed to be next step? So now this is again, you are looking it from this side. This is palatal side, this is mesial side, and this is distal side. So buccal side is in opposite side. So this is your length of the crown. So the next step, after this step, what you have to do? The angles of the block. Okay, remove these angles. So it will be like this. So this part you have removed, you have taken it as a slope. So this becomes slope. So how it will appear? It will be appear like this. Okay. So your block will be appear like this. Mesial side, distal side, palatal side, and opposite will be buccal. See, always take this guideline because you have to give the side first only, so that you will not disturb anything here, right? So the palatal surface, always keep it towards you and start doing the carving. Okay, so this is the slope I have given. Okay, so the picture will be like this. Now this slope is there. In that slope, you have to make a triangular fossa, only in the slope, not in that. Okay, so divide this line, occlusal table, divide this into half, like this, buccal and the palatal side, mesial and the distal side. Triangular fossa will be in these slopes only, so give triangular fossa only in that slope. So this is your triangular fossa. Okay, always remember, mesiodistal dimensions are larger than the buccopalatal dimension or a buccolingual dimension. Okay, then buccal surface divide exactly into 2 halves. So I am just drawing it here, exactly into 2 halves. Mesiopalatal cusp is the largest cusp. Okay, so and the distopalatal is the smallest cusp. So I am doing this way. Okay, see, the mesiopalatal area is larger than the distopalatal because distopalatal is the smallest cusp. Now this is your future grooves. Okay, this is buccal developmental groove, this is palatal developmental groove, and this is central groove. Okay, so on the occlusal table, if you see occlusal table, 4 cusp are there: mesiobuccal cusp, so this is how it appears, exactly into half, and this is palatal. So this become mesiopalatal cusp, mesiobuccal, distobuccal, distopalatal, and mesiopalatal. So this is your cusp, 4 cusp pattern. Okay, so this is mesiobuccal cusp and distobuccal cusp are almost equal in size. Only thing is mesiopalatal is the largest cusp on the occlusal table. Okay, now see, these lines are only going to make a groove pattern here. Now if you see here, this part, this is which part? This is palatal developmental groove. Okay, and this is central developmental groove. So palatal developmental groove joins to the distal triangular fossa. This is what is the distal triangular fossa? It joins the distal triangular fossa and it makes a cigar shaped pattern. So you have to curve it like this. Okay, and the buccal developmental groove, this is buccal side, this buccal developmental groove enters little bit into the mesiopalatal cusp like this, only small part from the central groove above in the mesiopalatal cusp. Okay, so this part is known as steward groove. Okay, so the picture, how it will appear now? These are triangular fossa. This is cigar groove. It is called cigar because it gives the appearance of a cigar shape. So that is why it is called as cigar groove. This is mesial triangular fossa. This is buccal developmental groove which enters into the mesiopalatal cusp. So automatically this becomes oblique ridge and this becomes transverse ridge. So transverse ridge, the central groove goes straight in the central pit. So this is the central pit, and from central pit it goes little obliquely on the oblique ridge. So this is how the groove pattern. So this becomes a cigar groove. This is which groove? This is the buccal developmental groove. This is palatal developmental groove. This is steward groove, and the groove which is crossing on the oblique ridge, it goes obliquely from this point to this point. Okay, it's vertical or with right angle to the oblique ridge. This is called as sulcate groove. Okay, so this is how the groove pattern comes. And then what you have to do? You have to draw a ridges on this cuspal pattern. These are triangular fossa, cigar groove. So this is central developmental groove. So this is central pit, this is distal pit, and these are the triangular pits here. Okay, so transverse ridge will go straight like this and oblique ridge will go like this. So this mesiopalatal cusp, this is palatal, mesial, distal and buccal. So this is how inclined planes will be. You have to develop it on the each cusp pattern here. So these are the inclined planes. So each cusp will have the inclined planes here. Okay, so this is just a rough idea before starting with the carving. So I'll just show you one by one, step by step. Okay. So this is how your block. I have taken the measurement already here. This measurement are of the crown height, occluso-cervical. So the cervical portion will be on this area. Okay. So what is our first part? First part, is to make in as an oblique rhomboidal shape. Okay, so rhomboidal shape, two angles supposed to be obtuse angle. So I'll start making this obtuse angle like this. I'll remove wax from this area. Okay, can you see this? This looks like a rhomboidal shape. I'll make this corner little rounded. Once you make it rounded, go on the occlusal table. See now, this looks like a rhomboidal shape here. These two angles are the acute angles and two angles are the obtuse angle. Now, as I told you before, this obtuse angle will be either mesiopalatal. Okay, so either this will be mesiopalatal or this will be mesiopalatal. Okay, so now we have to give a name. Okay, you have to label a side. So I'll keep this as a palatal side. So P on the palatal side. Opposite side will be buccal side. So this is obtuse on this direction, right? So I'll keep this as a mesial side because this is supposed to be a mesiopalatal cusp on this side with the obtuse angle, and opposite side will be a distal side. So I have given the name here: P for palatal, M for mesial, B for buccal, and the D for distal side. So mesiopalatal will be an obtuse angle. So as I told you, the edges you have to make little angle here. So I'll remove this angle like this. So whichever angle or whichever slope you have got it here, okay, only in that portion you have to make a triangular fossa. So I will divide this into two halves like this. So this will be buccal, this will be palatal. As I told you before, buccal will be divided into exact two halves. So I will draw a line here like this. So it is divided into two halves, distopalatal and the mesiopalatal. The mesiopalatal is bigger. So I'll keep it like this. This is distopalatal, this is mesiopalatal. So as I told you, triangular fossa will be on this side. So this will be mesial triangular fossa, this will be distal triangular fossa. So I will draw it here. Within the slope, whichever slope is there on the angle of the or edge of the block, like this. Okay, then now this here, there is triangular fossa, this is mesial triangular fossa, this is distal triangular fossa. So within the triangular fossa, please remove this wax like this. So this is triangular fossa. So on the same side, opposite side, you have to do it again. So these are the two triangular fossa, right? Always keep palatal side towards you. Okay. Then next step is cigar groove. From this distal triangular fossa, it's supposed to be go circular like this. Like this. Okay, buccal developmental groove makes sense toward groove here, so it will go like this. Okay, so now you can make it here. How the picture is here, it is same here. This goes cigar groove, here is the cigar groove. This is the buccal developmental groove which is extended into the central groove and extended little bit into the mesiopalatal cusp, that makes us toward groove. So this is toward groove. Okay, so then start making the cuspal pattern here. Okay, so first cusp supposed to be a distopalatal cusp. So this is the smallest cusp, so I'll make it here. Give some inclined plane on this cusp. At the same time, the cusp has to be inclined towards the central groove or sloping down towards the cervical central groove. Okay. The cigar groove cuts the connection of the distopalatal cusp with the opposite cusp area, okay, or maybe an oblique ridge because it's connected near the oblique ridge. So it's supposed to separate that with the cigar groove. Okay, then diagonally opposite cusp I will make. Now this is mesio-buccal. So I will make a mesio-buccal cusp. I will deepen this into the depth of the triangular fossa. So whatever depth I have taken for the triangular fossa, I will not touch oblique ridge here, okay, because oblique ridge is a prominent ridge and it is not at the lower level. Okay, so I will make this with inclined plane on the mesio-buccal cusp. On this side, the carver has to fall into the triangular fossa. So your triangular fossa is here, right? So it is supposed to fall into the triangular fossa like this. Okay. You can make it clear. You can see it. So same thing I will repeat it on the disto-buccal cusp. But remember now this has to be this is sulcate groove here which is crossing on the oblique ridge. So it has to be right angle to the oblique ridge. Okay. So it's supposed to go like this. So I'll not deepen this groove. Okay. This is supposed to be bulkiest groove. So you can see now two buccal cusp has been developed. Okay. Then I'll go for the mesio-palatal cusp now. So mesio-palatal cusp have two ridges on this side. This is oblique, this is transverse ridge. And in the steward groove, you have to make inclined plane. Okay. Only in this area. Only in this area. Okay. So I'll try to make that here. Don't extend this steward groove more on the palatal cusp because otherwise you will divide this cusp into one cusp into two cusp. Okay, so don't do that. It has to be only one. Now it's on the oblique ridge and other side it is into the cigar groove. So now it's more clear. Two buccal cusp, palatal cusp and the distopalatal cusp, the smallest. Okay. So I'll do it little deeper here. Whichever depth I have taken it for the distal triangular fossa, I'll continue that into the cigar groove like this. Okay. Central fossa has to be little deep. So I'll go into the central fossa here like this. So your occlusal table is almost done. So what is left now? This is almost done. Okay, so what we'll do now, on the buccal side and the palatal side, there has to be a height of contour. Okay, so on the buccal side, the height of contour will be in the occlusal third. So I'll just remove it like this and take it in the occlusal third from here only. And from the palatal side, it's supposed to be in the middle third. So this is palatal side, it's supposed to be on the middle third. Like this. So can you see now here? There is a contour on this side, there is a contour on this side, but this contour is on the occlusal third and this contour is on the middle third. Then from the mesial side and the palatal side, mesial and distal side, okay, there has to be a trapezoidal shape. So I will reduce, I will not touch on the occlusal surface, only at the cervical area I will remove the wax, okay, to give a trapezoidal shape. Then on the distal side, can you see now here the trapezoidal shape? It is converged toward the cervical line. Now what next we'll do? We'll extend this palatal developmental groove till the half of the palatal side like this. So this is the palatal developmental groove. Same buccal developmental groove will extend till half, and it is bifurcated in the half, okay, in the half of the crown. So I'll just extend this groove till the half of the crown, and from the crown we'll divide this into or bifurcate into half like this. So whatever the edges are here, you will have to make it rounded. So I'll just make it round. So the buccal cusp, these are the two buccal cusp. They will have a prominent ridge on the buccal side, okay. So I'll just make that buccal ridge here. I'll give two inclined plane on this side into the buccal developmental groove, one side, and other side is on the distal side, like this. So there will be a development of ridge. You can see it here. Same thing on the opposite side here. So you can see it clearly here. There are two ridges on this side. So same thing you have to do it on the palatal side also. On the palatal side. See, this is the buccal developmental groove. You can make out ridge here also, one ridge here also, okay. So this is on the palatal side. So almost crown is done. Now only thing is left is root portion. So palatally there is only one root. See here, now the occlusal table is almost complete. We have two buccal cusp, one palatal cusp, sorry, two palatal cusp, one is the smallest and this is the largest on the palatal side. Okay. Then you have two triangular fossa, transverse ridge oblique ridge. You can make out the rhomboidal shape also, and then we'll go for the root portion. So what is the dimension of the root is there? You can take that dimension. I'm taking it randomly. Two buccal root and one palatal root. Palatal root is the longest root. So on the palatal side, I'll take it little down here. Single and taper. So whatever the taper is there on the crown, same taper I will follow till the base of the crown, like this. Buccally there are two. So from the half of the crown, I will just draw it like a V shape. Okay, and it is separated here from the half like this. So first I will make a palatal root. So whatever shape I have given, I will remove that wax. So this is extra wax. Now it taper the root. Please don't touch at the apical area because these root are little flaring out. Okay, within the premises. It is not within the premises of the crown. Okay, so that is why please don't touch at the lower portion of the root. To separate buccal root, I'll remove wax from here. Like this. Then separate buccal and the palatal root. Same on the opposite side. You have to perforate it through and through. Whatever the sharp angles are there, I'll just making it round. Merge this area here. Only at the apical area I'm just giving little conversion to the root. There will be a bifurcation here, not bifurcation, but that groove will be in the mid portion like this. Make palatal root little rounded. Inside the furcation also it's supposed to be very clear. I'm just removing some wax, whichever extra wax is there from the furcation area. Then polish from the furcation area like this. And the last is cervical line. If you see the cervical line, it's supposed to be little convex here, not much, and on the buccal surface it goes straight. Mesial and distal, yes, it goes convex. Indicated cervical line like this from the root surface towards the crown. So once this is done, remove it from the occlusal area like this. Brush it towards the occlusal surface. So this makes a clear cervical line, and separate the crown from the root. So occlusal table, if you see, the central fossa has to be saucer shape. So I'll make this with this round surface here. I'll make it round here like this. Okay, so that makes it saucer shape central fossa. I'll just remove some extra wax from there. So you'll have to do final is the cusp of Carve, okay, which is present on the mesiopalatal cusp. So it's a moon shape or a crescent shape here. You have to just draw it like this. Okay, not more than that. Okay, so you can see now here the cusp of Carve, rudimentary cusp which is present on the mesiopalatal cusp. Okay, I'm just giving a dry polish here. So this is how you have to make a maxillary first molar. So it has a 4-cusp pattern, 2 buccal, 2 palatal. Palatal is mesiopalatal is the bigger one, distopalatal is the smallest one, and the buccal are the almost of an equal size. 3 roots, 1 palatal root and the 2 buccal, mesiobuccal, distobuccal and the palatal root. It has a cusp of Carve on the mesiopalatal cusp. It has an oblique ridge which is running from the mesiopalatal cusp to the distobuccal cusp, and transverse ridge which is running from the mesiopalatal cusp to mesiobuccal cusp. And this is cigar groove. This is what is the Stewart groove, which extend the buccal developmental groove extend on the mesiopalatal cusp. That is known as a Stewart groove. Okay, so this is the way how we have to make the maxillary first molar.